All right, good afternoon, traders. Today is December 27th, 2024. If I don't see you again, I probably won't because I'm not coming back till Thursday after the new year. So everybody have a safe and merry and joyous holiday season and happy new year. Don't party too much. Get a designated driver. Use Uber, whatever it takes. Want to see you all here back safe and sound. All right, so today's 27th. My name is John Kerrigan. I moderate the BYOB Trading Room. This is the market wrap up or the trades in review. All right, so let's start off with the market. 10-minute into the close. 10-minute uptrend coming into the close. 2-hour. 2-hour downtrend coming into the close right there. 2-hour downtrend. Yellow line underneath the white line. 2-hour downtrend coming into the close. Daily candle. All right, daily candle, lower high, lower low, closing underneath a bearish cross underneath the 17 EMA. Okay, price action closing underneath the all-time high anchored VWAP. Price action closing above the December low anchored VWAP, which happens to be down here. Let me pull that up and try it again, right there. December low anchored VWAP right here. So we're actually above that. If I pull up to 15, you can see there it is. This is the December low anchored VWAP. We are above it. Kind of looks like we're below it, but we're not. We're above it. Okay, you can see on the midpoint, if we put the midpoint back in there, we just measure the low to the high, the December high to the December low. Okay, price action closed right on the midpoint right there. Okay, now this morning, take a look at the daily candle. We'll get rid of that right away. Again, lower high, lower low, closing underneath bearish cross and underneath the 17 EMA and underneath the all-time high anchored VWAP. All right, so there's price action for SPY. SPY still in a downtrend because they popped these lows down here. Okay, so still in a downtrend. If they take out this high, they'll be in an uptrend, or this high over here particularly. If they take that out, they'll negate the downtrend and convert the uptrend. All right, so there's the SPY in a downtrend. All right, but if we look at it from the September low, okay, we're still up in quadrant 4. That's bullish. All right, we're just underneath the all-time high anchored VWAP. If we take it from the August low, we're still in quadrant 4. That's still bullish. All right, so what do we trade today? Okay, so let's visit the 10-minute chart. All right, so here's our 10-minute chart. And let's take a look. We have a game plan that we started out with every morning. All right, and let me see if I can share that game plan with you. Okay, so the game plan is SPY price under 599.20. It's my bearish red erases green entry. I like the 7 DTE to 14 DTE options, either 7 or 14, but they got to expire on Friday. All right, I like them $2 to $5 out of the money. All right, so what did I trade? Put in a note up here in the alerts, and I said I was looking to buy the 595 put 7 DTE if price starts closing 10-minute candles below 598.50, because that's pretty much where it opened up. All right, so I said right here underneath 599.20, my bearish red erases green entry this morning. All right, so go take a look at what happened. Okay, price opened up 597.67, well below 599, well below 598. Okay, so there was the first red candle. Buy into that, puts anyways, not buy into it calls, but buy puts into that. Nice red 10-minute candle there. All right, and then we played this all the way down into anchored VWAP. So you can see I'll put these two anchored VWAPs on there. And let's take it from here. And we'll take, here's our first anchored VWAP off the all-time high. Okay, so we played into that. We were already underneath that one. All right. And then we got the December low, anchored VWAP, which happens to be right there. Okay. And then I said there's a good chance, if you followed the morning video, price action is going to come right down here to this peak between the two valleys. Okay. So right there. So let me lay out the two valleys for you so you can figure it out if you missed this morning's video. Valley number 1 starts right here with the breakdown move and comes up and completes the peak. That's the left side of the peak. Now we do the right valley. This is the right valley right there. Okay, and that's the right side of the peak. So right there in the middle, that's a popular spot for price action to move to. So price action move right down to that peak. That's at 595.98, basically 596. Okay, anytime you see a peak between two valleys, good chance price is going to go for it. And it's the same thing if you get a valley between two peaks, good chance price will probably go for it if it's headed in that direction. So this right here, all right, would be a popular spot for price action to work its way up to, all right, as a target. So here's the peak between the two valleys. This is the valley between the two peaks right there. So you got M's and W's right there. Those are popular spots. All right. And then we had, I said, if we get here early to the peak, all right, there's a good chance we consolidate and then break down, all right, to go visit, guess what? The all-time low, well, the December low anchored VWAP right through here. And then from there, I said, if we've still got some time left and we're consolidating down there, which we were on the 30-minute chart, I said, well, we got some support right through here on this line. And I'll pull that up. Okay, right about right there. Okay, so right there we had some support around 591.50, right about there. Okay, and I said it's a good chance we head down there, hit the support, and see if they can get underneath it. If they can't, good chance they bounce back up to this area up here. Okay, so you can see they bounced up here and went a little bit further up to visit, try to visit this peak, revisit this peak up here. So there's a SPY. And we played 595 puts, and we did well because price was all the way down here at 591, of course, at one point. So there's price action for SPY. If you followed the game plan, you should have made money today. It was an awesome day for me. Everything was good. So let's go take a look around the charts and see what else is popping and hopping. All right, here's QQQ on the daily chart. All right. Let's take a peek at it. QQQ, lower high, lower low, closing under a bullish trap, but above a rising 17. Still in an uptrend, QQQ. Okay, up there in quadrant 4. Nice look for QQQ. All right, FNGU up in quadrant 4, closing over the all-time high anchored VWAP right there. Price action. Still in an uptrend, has not broken this low. So QQQ uptrend, FNGU uptrend, SPY still in a downtrend. All right, let's take a look at IWM. IWM, see how they popped this low right here? All right, so they got below the 17, so they popped those candles to below the 17, and there you go. You got a downtrend, all right, because they made a lower low. So there's IWM in a downtrend. Price action today, kind of like the rest of the market, lower high, lower low, closing under a bearish trap under the falling 17 EMA, dealing with the midpoint of the quad lines there, okay? They're actually almost went below these candles right there. Let's take a look at Diamond Dow. Diamond Dow, see these candles below the 17? Well, we popped below those, so that puts Diamond Dow in a downtrend. Okay, so Diamond Dow price action for today, kind of like the rest of the market, lower high, lower low, closing under a bearish trap under the falling 17, underneath an all-time high anchored VWAP and a prior all-time high anchored VWAP. and closing just in quadrant 3 over the midpoint right there. Okay, so there's price action for Diamond Dow. We could stretch this out to August right there. All right, and then you got price action kind of trying to hold the upper third there. Anyways, in a downtrend. Take a look at our technicals. I'm not sure what happened to the rest of my charts. Let's take a look, see if we can find them. All right, that's not it. Not sure what happened. Got a call there. All right, so you know what? We're going to have to do this the old-fashioned way. I can't find them. I don't understand what happened, but I'll figure it out. All right, let's start off with T2122. All right, here's T2122 on a 15-minute chart. And here we are, 15-minute chart, and I like to usually use the bars, but price action today, why does this look different today? It was all the way up here earlier. All right, well, anyways, we find ourselves up in the buyer's chop zone, landed in the sell zone, visited the oversold zone, and then came back to rally a little bit into the sell zone down here. All right, so there's T2122. Let's take a look at T2123. And this is not fun because I don't have my regular charts. All right, here's T2123 on the 15-minute chart. Supposed to have a 200 SMA. Not sure where it went. Anyways, underneath the 200 SMA in a bear flag down here. Okay, T2123 broke this low right here and this low right here, so they got themselves into a downtrend. Now it's up to them to find support and see if they can put together a rally off of it. There's T2123 underneath the 200 SMA on the 15-minute chart. Let's try the 3-bar chart. All right, and here's the 3-bar chart right here. Okay, here's 3-bar chart, price action underneath the 200 SMA as well. Trying to find support. I think they don't find support till they get down to this area right here. We'll see what happens. This would be, this is the all-time high made 731. This is a prior all-time high right here on the light green one. All right, so T2123, even on the 3-bar chart, has a is in a downtrend because it's broken those lows as well on the 3-bar and underneath the 200 SMA. All right, let's take a look at FNGU. And we'll look at that on the 15-minute. Here we are with the 15-minute for FNGU. Price action, mostly all red. And then they found a little rally coming off of some support right down here. You can see all the tails. That's where the buyers are, all right? So found some buyers way down here. Couldn't find any buyers here. Found buyers finally right through here. And then price action rallied back up to the falling 17 EMA right there, and then managed to put together a 15-minute uptrend to rise back up over it, okay? FNGU still bullish up here, making a higher low, all right? Got a lower high, but we also have a higher low. All right, so there's FNGU. Take a look at a few sectors. I am lost without my charts. I'm going to have to figure this out. SMH. All right, SMH on the daily chart, still in a downtrend, all right, because they broke below this low right here. In order to negate this downtrend, they got to take out this high. If they take out that high, they'll have an uptrend. Price action for SMH, if we put the quad lines in on it, all right, not doing too bad. You're up in quadrant 4. That's good. All right. In a bull flag. All right. Just a really sloppy bull flag. Kind of long in the tooth. Fabric's looking longer than the flag pole. Okay, on this flag. Up over the midpoint. And I think that's up over all-time high anchored VWAP right there. All right. So there's price action for SMH. In a downtrend, technically, but still in a bull flag and up in quadrant 4. That's bullish right there. All right, let's try this one right here. Let's try and look at XLK. It's our technology sector up in quadrant 4. Price action, lower high, lower low, closing over the all-time high anchored VWAP. Up in quadrant 4, still bullish up here. Kind of trying to hold a higher ground. As you see, they went down for a few days and bulls brought it right back up. There's our technology sector. Up here on the daily chart, up in quadrant 4, looking good. That's an all-time high right there. They tackled it again about last week, and then another time last week, and then one time this week we tackled it again. Just couldn't seem to get above it, but they don't seem to be willing to give up yet. So there's XLK. XLI, all right, here's XLI. We broke this low, so we're in a downtrend for XLI. Price action, kind of dealing with the midpoint right now. Lower high, lower low, closing under the trap, under the falling 17, underneath the falling anchored VWAP, and down here in quadrant 3. So just dealing with the midpoint. Hopefully they can find some support on the midpoint. If not, I think you'll probably have to come down to here and find the support for XLI, which represents the lower third right there. So there's XLI in a downtrend. XLU also in a downtrend, breaking these lows, dealing with the midpoint right here. Price action for XLU. Looking to find support. I don't know how long the midpoint's going to hold it, but they're not going to really find support till they get down to the lower third right through here, where those peaks in this valley will help provide support. So that, again, just like XLI, won't find support till it gets down to the lower third of the quad lines right there. So just getting held up here right now by the midpoint. Unless, of course, they can put together a rally, all right? But they're in a downtrend just like XLI. Let's take a look at XLF. XLF on the daily chart, closing up here in quadrant 4, all right? Or in the upper third, that's bullish. Price action, still in an uptrend. They have not broken this low. Okay, so XLF in an uptrend. Price action right here underneath the all-time high anchored VWAP. Closing underneath the trap and underneath the 17 EMA. All right, so kind of neutral bullish here on XLF. Maybe they can climb up on top of that, and then we could give them that bullish outlook if they got on top of this all-time high anchored VWAP up here in, quadrant 4. All right, let's take a look at XRT. That's our retail sector. Retail sector not looking okay. Okay. Trying to find support on top of minor support right here. See how these tails interlock with these wicks right there. So price action consolidating under prior consolidation, but over some prior consolidation right there. Price action up here in the upper third, so that's bullish right there. That is about a 2-year, I think it's a 3-year, 2-year high for the XRT. They are up over their all-time high anchored VWAP, which is this pink line. They just broke out of a bull flag. You can see price action, here's a flagpole. And then it consolidated for about 9-10 months right here. Then you see you got a series of higher lows right here, 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 here. And hopefully it's another higher low. We'd like to see this consolidate on top of prior consolidation, kind of show us the bullishness left in the retail sector. Let's take a look at IYT. So transports. All right, here's our transports. Price action for the transports just really technically damaged here. Okay, breaking the uptrend line. All right, underneath the all-time high anchored VWAP. Took out this low, took out that low, even took out this low right here. Price action, closing, underneath a falling bearish trap, underneath a falling 17, underneath a falling all-time high anchored VWAP. So dealing with the midpoint here, and they should be able to find support. Well, they did right through here, and you can see they got a bounce off of there. Maybe a double bottom might help inspire the bulls to get back engaged with buying the transports. But right now, they don't seem ready yet. I think they're waiting for a double bottom or a higher low, and we have not quite got that yet. We did have a 1, 2, 3, 4 candle rally here, so maybe putting in a higher low would inspire the bulls into getting back into the transports right there. All right, traders, that's it for me. All right, I'm gonna see you all on Thursday, 8 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, have a happy new year. Right, exactly. Everybody stay safe. I look forward to seeing you all. Thanks for trading today, and hope you made money. If you didn't, I do free coaching. Please get with me so we can take care of that. All right. Until then, I'll talk to you later on Thursday. Everybody have a safe and happy new year. All right. Thank you.